When looking at new membership software, we realize it's not just the admin functionality that's important, but also how it looks and integrates with your website and how easy it is for your members to utilize the features. So that's what we're going to take a look at today. MembershipWorks integrates with Squarespace, Weebly, WordPress, and also some HTML websites. We're going to take a look at how it's looking on a Squarespace, Weebly, and WordPress websites today. So right now, what you can see on your screen is MembershipWorks integrated with a WordPress website. And one of the first things your members might do is they might want to join. So they could go here and click sign up for membership. That could be whatever you want to call it in your menu. You can have some information up here about the different membership levels, and then you can customize the questions you're asking them. If you happen to need a fax number, even though it is a time when most people aren't using faxes, you could create a field to collect that. If you need to know their favorite color, you could ask that. You can create whatever membership levels you want and let them choose a membership level and additional add-ons. And the nice thing about this is the members never leave your website to join. They stay on your website and can put in their credit card number and join right away. You can offer auto recurring and also pay online or even offline options. It's the same sort of look. If we look at the Squarespace, you might have a join button on your page and they could click that and they stay on your website and go straight to that join page. The same thing with the Weebly here. So under membership, I could have a join, and here the person goes and puts in all their information and joins. What's great about this is we provide a shortcode if you're using WordPress or an HTML snippet if you're using Squarespace or Weebly. Now, if you're like me and you're like, snippet, what's that? I don't code. It's okay. All you need to do is just copy and paste, and that's it. You don't actually have to code at all to get it integrated easily to your WordPress, Squarespace, or Weebly website. Now, if somebody is already a member, they're going to want to sign in and manage their account or make renewal payments occasionally. So they can go here. Most people don't remember their passwords these days because, let's face it, we all have way too many passwords to remember. So they can click here, put their email in, and request a password be emailed them. If they happen to know their password, they can just put in here their email and password, just like I'm doing, and sign in to manage their account. This also is something that you can customize so it has the information that you want them to have. So here, if my company moved to a new building, I could update my address all on my own instead of having to contact the administrator and say, hey, I moved, can you update the address on my profile? I can see what my current membership level is and also what card I have on file, when it expires, and when my next payment is due. If I want to upgrade my membership, I can click here to upgrade my membership, or maybe I need to change the card it's on. So I can do that all right from here. I've got my profile here. You can give them privacy settings. Maybe I have a home business, and who wants strangers knocking up on their door, knock, knock, knock. So I don't want to show my street address in the profile. Or maybe I'm okay with emails but not calls, so I don't want to allow my phone number or mobile number to show. So people can decide what they're comfortable with on the privacy settings, and you decide which settings to allow your members to have. Here I've got my business card. I can put a logo or a headshot here and a little information. Everywhere you see this learn more, I can click here and it's going to open up a video that walks me through how to do this. This way your members aren't contacting you constantly saying, how do I upload a picture, and that sort of thing. The profile gallery also has a video along with the profile description. And then here, this is an interesting thing where you can categorize members in your directory and you can let them choose what categories they want to be listed in. You also might want to find out if they want to serve on a committee. So here you can let them choose a committee as well. You can have a spot where they can put additional contacts or locations, where they can create a deal, and you see both of those had that learn more, so it has that video. If you still have membership cards, you can have them be able to print it right out from here, so you're not having to stuff and mail those out. And then here, what I really like here is the history. They can see a list of the membership payments they have. Everywhere there's this little magnifying glass icon, they can click on it and they can print and email and view their receipts. So they don't have to contact you and say, hey, can you send me all of last year's receipts? I lost them in my email. They can get them right here. Another great thing that they can see is what events that they registered for, and any donations or cart payments that they made. So a lot of times people might forget they already registered for an event. They can see here what they registered, and if it's a paid event, once again, they'll be able to see and view that receipt. And then there's the sign out button here where they can sign out. So that's how it's going to look for members when they join or log in. But another big thing on your website is events. And this page, as we just looked at, although we're looking at them on a Weebly website, it's going to look the same on a Squarespace or WordPress website. And let's take a look here, just to kind of switch things over to our Squarespace website. And if I go to events, you see I've got 3 listed here. You don't have to have all 3 of these options on your website, but these are the 3 kind of views we have. So we have just our regular event calendar, and that has these great big squares of color. So it's very bright and colorful. People can go to just specific types of events, and they can also subscribe. They can add it to their Google, their default device, or copy the URL feed to their clipboard so they can have all your events on their calendar. Now, if you look at this and you're like, what? Too much color for me. You can use the inverted colors. And what that's going to look like is this. So it's mostly white and it has the colors here. And you've got that same show and subscribe. And then the last thing that we're going to look at here as well is a list. Now, the event list I think is good if your organization doesn't do very many events, if you only do 1 or 2 a quarter. This way, people don't have to scroll through empty months to find the next event. It's just going to be the next up on the list. And this is the same thing. I can go here, I can look at just particular types of events or subscribe. So in this case, if I want to go to a lunch and learn, I can go there, and we like the best, so let's pick the best here. So here I can move on to the previous or next event if I want to. You can have an image and I can see what's going on here, and then I've got that great register button. So I'm going to click there, and you see here, because now I switched over to Squarespace where I haven't signed in, that member ticket is going to require me to sign in if I want to get it. But this ticket here is available to anybody. So if a ticket isn't restricted, you can just have anybody who is on your website be able to sign up for that event, and that's up to you. So I'm going to sign in here actually. And once again, I've got that need password option there. So if I forgot my password, I can not talk and type at the same time. I can go ahead and request it and not have to go back to the login page to request it. So I can sign in here. I previously registered for this event, so it reminds me. Now you can decide whether members can get multiple tickets or whether it's just one member ticket that they can get. So in this case, maybe I'm going to register again for a friend of mine who's a member, and maybe I'm bringing 3 guests that I want to introduce to your organization because it's so awesome. So here you can see this is the member ticket and guest 1, guest 2 ticket, and you can collect specific information for each one. You can have people be able to choose options like that. You can also ask for a donation at the same time, or if for some reason you're selling shirts at the time, you can do that. And you can see that you can have the questions based on the ticket type. So the member is asking these questions, but not the guest tickets. So if you have one type of ticket that comes with lunch and another one that doesn't, you're not asking people their lunch choice and then they get confused as to whether or not they get lunch. And then here, once again, I'm going to check out straight on this page. I just put in all my information and hit register. If you're nice, You don't have to collect the credit card and take the payment right at the registration time. You can offer people the option to mail a check or pay at the door. Although I have to say a lot of our customers don't offer that, because then you're chasing down people for money. And this is going to look the same whether you're on a Squarespace, Weebly, or WordPress website. So we've kind of looked at a couple functionalities on each of those types. Let's pop over here to our WordPress website. The one thing you do get in the WordPress website is you can have that features members widget that's going to scroll through some of your featured members, and then that upcoming events widget that shows some of the upcoming events. That's nice. Now, some other things that you could do is you can have a donate page on your website. You can have people donate particular things, so maybe training for a student, month of meals, or like this one here where I can decide what I want to donate. And then you can ask specific questions about it, so that if this is in honor of somebody's birthday or something like that, you can ask that question and collect that information. And in this case, I'm going to say I'm going to donate $500 because I'm just that kind of person. You can collect basic information, and once again, they can check out right here. They never leave your website. They're staying on for all these functionalities we're looking at. The member isn't getting bounced off somewhere else. They're always staying on your website. And then if you want to, you can offer that offline option. That's up to you. You don't have to offer that. You can also create very simple surveys where you might ask some information about the person, and then if they liked any of the events or if they have any feedback on membership. And you can also have a shopping cart as well. I've also seen this used where people are doing board votes and things like that. So the Forms Carts donations feature is pretty versatile. And once again, you're going to create it in Membership Works, and then you're just going to use either that shortcode for WordPress or that HTML snippet in Squarespace or Weebly to get it onto your website. It'll be on your website page, and the website visitor never leaves your website. So that's a look at how Membership Works is going to look on your WordPress, Squarespace, or Weebly website, and also how easy it is for members to log in and update their accounts. I hope this is helpful, and if you have other questions, feel free to email us, and we'll be happy to answer those questions or set up a one-on-one screen share demo to show you how the features you're interested in work. Thanks, and have a great day.